calm down.
Keith, we love you.
Okay, so we got... Oh, this is awesome. Okay.
I'm so much better without you, Keith.
Wow, that's so mean.
What does that mean? It means it. Oh, yeah. Thanks, huh?
I can't even read my handwriting.
Yeah. Something about being I remember us looking up. Yeah.
That's right, you only need to know that it exists. Okay, then I have that this is the subject of an indirect statement. Okay. That's what I'm telling you. It is an infinitive, but apparently it's the subject of an indirect statement.
What is wrong with this passage? It says there's so many weird things happening. Oh, plan redundancy.
That's true.
And I still got it wrong on the quiz yesterday.
What'd you say?
I didn't translate that part, I don't think.
Oh.
But I feel like I remembered afterwards when I looked at it, it was like because, yeah, and I was like, why did I forget that? Like, I knew that it was like redundant, so I like circled it, but then I didn't translate it. It's okay though. Are there any other times that there's Platonism, like other than proletariat or...
I'm sure there are other times.
What did you spell over right now?
Accusative.
Oh. So that was like an L, like C, yeah.
Okay, this verb right here is like your main verb, and it governs a lot of indirect statements. Okay, so we got he. It never tells me the words I don't know. Demonstrates that. Okay, and here's your very first indirect statement. He persuades that it is very easy to accomplish for these men. So this is dative. Okay, if you look in your notes, it says that part2 is an ablative singular supine. It's an ablative of respect, qualifying the adjective per facile. So basically what that means is I always translate, not always, usually translate they're only going to be in the ablative or the accusative supines. And so I usually translate them as an infinitive. And so you can recognize them by looking to see if it is the PPP of the verb with a fourth declension ending in the accusative or the ablative. Okay, so we got I'm just going to repeat this part again. So we got he shows that it is very easy to do for these men okay, to finish, that's this perfect array, to finish the things tried. That's conator. That's a deponent verb, so it looks passive, but you translate it actively. Conata. Okay, because he himself, meaning Orgetorix, right? He himself would obtain the power of his own state.
The other day, I was like talking to someone, and I said, of me, myself.
Okay, one thing to look here that we hadn't talked about. One thing to look here. See, did you notice that this didn't really look like fourth principal part plus a assume deal? Okay, this is what's called, we have future passive periphrastic, which is the gerundive in a form of sum. Okay, this is the future active periphrastic, which you don't really need to know except for the fact that when you see this us in a form of sum, you're going to translate it as would. Okay, and while we're explaining them before we translate again, do you see this quin? Okay, remember that subjunctive we did for our summer work? Whoa! Remember that subjunctive we did for our summer work that I was like, oh, remember those other ones? Like clauses of doubt is what it's called. It's called a clause of doubt. Okay, you see this dubium here, that's the doubt. And then you got quin and the subjunctive. Okay. Okay, this is still an indirect statement because of this dude up here. So you're going to say that he, meaning Orgetorix, he did not doubt that the Helvetians okay, then this is an idiom, to hold power, would hold very much power of all Gaul. Or I guess you could say would hold the most power of all Gaul. It's probably a little bit better sounding. But remember, it's an indirect statement. So you'd say that there was no doubt that. Okay, then we got he, meaning still ergatorix. He confirms that, still an indirect statement. Ooh, I lied to you and you let me do it. Okay. He confirms that he himself, this is the subject of your indirect statement. This is your infinitive in the indirect statement. Will win over kingdoms for them with his own army. And his own supplies. That's pretty convincing, huh? Or it's bold. Okay, so we got, is everybody okay through that sentence? Okay, so then we got having been drawn in by this speech. Okay, they give faith and a sworn oath and okay, then we got an ablative absolute. With the kingdom having been held by the three most powerful and most firm peoples okay, all these three. They hope that they themselves are able to obtain all of Gaul. Okay, what's the problem here? It's that's Caesar's idea too, right? He wants to get all of Gaul. Dun 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 dun! Cliffhanger till next time.